Well, my beautiful audience, this is yes, Coach Lisa. Of course, you know me. Your resident brain body business alignment trainer and speaker. What can I say? I have an most amazing guest today. And you know that we're all about transformation, we're all about taking it to the next level in your life and understanding what that could be. And when I thought about someone to bring on, Kylie Rose is just one of the names that came to the forefront of my heart. She is someone that has created something so unique in the music business, but I won't say limited to the music business. I'm going to say in life in general. A way to bring and bridge important messages that really uplift the soul with music. And with that, I would just love you to tell us a little bit just about the origins of how you created what this movement is that you have going.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me and shedding light on this. Yeah, I mean, I just 2 years ago was thinking about I've had already been a songwriter, but only for 6 years. So if there's anyone out there that has something they want to do, it's never too late. It always felt too late for me, and it wasn't. But I became a songwriter 6 years ago, and then I started creating empowering music. And I could see that specifically young women were gravitating toward my more empowering songs. And then I started thinking about how I was bullied in middle school. And I wanted to reach them and help them through that difficult period because I hadn't experienced confidence because of that. I thought it was something you were either born with or not, and that I was just one of those nots. And then I realized it was something that you could build and grow and learn. And my music helped me do that. Personal development, therapy, all the things helped me build my self confidence. So I wanted to help young women and young people now through that experience. And so I created music with a message so I could get into schools. And at first, it just started out giving all of the advice I wish I had had, and telling them all the mistakes that I had made and trying to protect them from making those mistakes. But now it's much more cohesive program, social emotional learning, bullying prevention, and confidence building, all through empowering music.
Well, I have to tell you, and probably this is, I'm sure, something that you've seen. So many more people have experienced bullying than you would know. You are with your contemporaries, people that maybe
Yeah,
never
adults
even
too.
share it.
Yeah.
You said something about an incident or something that happens in youth has long-lasting impacts. Can
Mm.
you just tell us, like, how do you think it impacted you based on your experience and how you lived later in your life?
Yeah, I mean, it infiltrated every area of my life, academically, career-wise, relationship-wise. For a long time, I had an alcohol problem, I think. We disguised it as this is college and this is after college. But I was definitely turning to alcohol for the wrong reasons. And it was all coming from a place of a lack of self-worth and self-confidence and self-love. And so, I was chasing external validation from men. I was chasing external validation in every area except for inside myself. So, it's a precipitating event, getting bullied. And then how do we deal with that after? And how do we build up a student's self confidence? So that's what Music with a Message focuses on, how to build self confidence, because it is, like I said, teachable and learnable and buildable.
You know, it's
And
amazing.
music helps. I'm gesturing to my piano because it's here, but music helps enforce that because music lasts in our mind for decades. I mean, we've all had a song, many songs that have been in our heads, or it can come on the radio and it could have been 20, 50 years. They've studied Alzheimer patients who that's the one thing they still remember, music. So putting the messages in music, I think, helps the longevity of the message, and
Well,
it
you
makes it
know
more fun.
how powerful that is because you think
Yeah.
about it. I too was bullied. Mine was in fourth grade, but I would say, boy, if I'd had someone that had come in and could have let me know that it wasn't just me, because that's part of the bullying legacy. Sometimes you feel like it's something about you or something
Yeah.
unique to you, or it's your fault in some kind of way that you didn't,
Mm.
how you react or didn't react. Um, but to have a message come in, and then, as you said, coupled with it being in music, because we tend to hold on to songs.
Yeah.
Song and jingles. We hold on to a lot of things in our
Yeah,
mind.
whether we like to or not, right?
Exactly. So to take something that's really a positive and let that be what someone can come back to. What has been your reception to some of the schools and students that you've gone to?
It's really beautiful. I mean, just in the past couple of weeks, two individuals have reached out. One of them is special needs, and they've specifically said, "Is there a recording of my song Brave Ones?" And I'm working on getting a recording of that now. I'm raising money to build an album, and the album's going to be called Brave Ones. And the song is called Brave Ones that they're asking for. So I see, that people want this music and they want to be able to hear it over and over again. I'm going live on social media platforms every day, and that's the one that people keep asking for, and other ones that are super empowering too. But that one song in particular, it's so incredible to see how it's helping people. And that's one of the five that I bring into school assemblies, depending on how much time I have with the students.
Well, you know what I love is one of the catalysts for having you on and doing this podcast
Mm,
is really just to champion people that are doing something that's going to help in the transformation of another human.
thank you.
And so, to the degree that any of my listeners or the people that really read what I write can come and can be a part of this movement, what would be the way that they could best support you?
Yeah, we have the crowdfunding going on now. So that's just kaleyrose.com/crowdfunding. And it's my name, Caley, Rose as in the flower. Caley, Rose as in the flower, to make it memorable. But yeah, we're just trying to get the music out there. So sharing it with someone that you think might use a boost in confidence that day, or to let them know that they're worthy and they're worthy of standing up. That's another one of my songs that people really gravitate toward, to help them get through tough times. Sharing the music, playing the music over and over. And it's only meant to reach the people it's meant to reach. So, every audience I speak in front of, whether it's a women's shelter or a school, not everyone is needing that message in that moment, but when it hits the people that it's meant to help and heal, then it's all worth it, right? Just like what you're doing.
Well, I'm going to say that whole thing, brave ones, there's always an opportunity for us to either help someone else reach that for themselves and definitely stand in it for ourselves.
Mm.
So much happening in the world, our ability to be strong and to stand. I think there couldn't be a more powerful message to send. I am so thankful for you coming to be really what is our first broadcasting. And so
I
we
am
have so many people
honored.
coming, but
Truly.
I'm excited and I really am looking for us to really celebrate you in all ways that we can.
Thank
I would, as I ask and will ask my future guests, please, when you announce or when you're doing or when the album comes out, you'll have to come back and we'll have to talk about what new things you're onto or what new discoveries you've made. And will you make
you.
that promise to my audience?
Absolutely. I'd love to come back. Thank you. Oh, and another thing is we're looking for corporate sponsors, because it's a lot of schools can't afford music to begin with in their schools, and they also can't afford, this assembly, and we have a curriculum and so many different ways to help. So if anyone, has a company or feels like donating in that way, we're always looking to get assistance getting into these schools and reaching them. So that's another
Oh,
way for
thank you for
people
mentioning that
in
because
any
you
way.
did mention that you had a curriculum to it, but I did want to end the fact
All
that
that.
it's not simply just the music, it's all of the messaging behind, and that's why it's music with a message. It's all the
Yeah,
message and support behind it that you're offering and bringing in as well.
totally.
So you're
Yeah,
supporting an
typically it's a
entire
40 to 45-minute assembly, but we can make it shorter, longer. We have a full year-long curriculum, so it spans a lot of different areas. Yeah.
well, I'm going to thank you so much.
Thank you.
And I'm looking forward to, as I promised, we'll have a little link as well to a piece or some part of the recording that we can we'll share with our audience, and then all the information on how you can be a part of this movement.
Thank
Thank you
you.
again for coming on.
Thank you for having me.